In this video, we'll be taking a look at 3 NBA games happening on February 4th, 2024, and providing you with free team picks and total picks for each one of those games, so 6 picks in total. Welcome back to Cash Out Sports. Let's dive right into it. Oh, and don't forget to subscribe and to click the bell icon to get notified as soon as these videos get released, so that you have more time to plan out your bets as we provide these videos on a daily basis. I can guarantee that you'll have all the important information that you'll need on these 3 NBA games after fully watching this video. One more thing before we start, if you would like to gain access to our best exclusive sports picks to take your journey to the next level, then check out our Patreon in the link down below where we offer our best single picks, parlay picks, and much more. Now let's get started. Indiana Pacers versus Charlotte Hornets. Eastern Conference teams are set to face off on a Sunday afternoon as the Indiana Pacers clash with the Charlotte Hornets for the 3rd time this season. This exciting showdown will unfold at the Spectrum Center, where the teams previously split high-scoring victories. The anticipation grows for the outcome of Round 3 in this ongoing battle between the two squads. The Indiana Pacers find themselves in a challenging phase, having lost 6 of their last 9 games. Eager to break a 3-game losing streak, the Pacers are coming off a tough 133-122 defeat against the Kings. In this match, Benedict Mathurin showcased his prowess with 31 points on 10 of 14 shooting, supported by Pascal Siakam's 22 points on 10 of 15 shooting, and Buddy Hield contributing 17 points off the bench. Although the Pacers shot an impressive 54% from the field and 10 of 29 from beyond the arc, they struggled to maintain their early lead, ultimately falling behind by 18 points in the 3rd quarter. Looking ahead, the Pacers will face the Rockets after this challenging game. Conversely, the Charlotte Hornets are in the midst of a challenging stretch, losing 13 of their last 15 games. Hoping to break a 6-game slide, the Hornets faced a 126-106 road defeat against the Thunder in their recent outing. Brandon Miller led the team with 28 points on 11 of 19 shooting, while Bryce McGowan and Nick Smith Jr. contributed 15 and 12 points, respectively. The Hornets struggled from the tip-off, shooting 44% from the field and 14 of 31 from beyond the arc. Miles Bridges had a forgettable night, managing only 9 points on 3 of 16 shooting. The Hornets face an uphill battle as they strive to overcome their recent struggles. The upcoming match may present challenges for the Indiana Pacers, with key players such as Tyrese Halliburton, Miles Turner, Jalen Smith, and Benedict Mathurin listed as questionable. Despite this, the Pacers have opened as heavy road favorites against the struggling Hornets. The previous encounters between these two teams this season resulted in a split, with Charlotte securing victories in November and Indiana retaliating in December. The Hornets are grappling with injuries, and the Pacers, leading the league in scoring, pose a significant challenge for Charlotte's defense. Indiana boasts a 3-2 against the spread record as favorites on the road this season, while Charlotte holds an 8-11 against the spread record as underdogs at home. The Charlotte Hornets, accumulating losses at an alarming rate, hold a 16-31 against the spread record this season despite often being considered significant underdogs. In their previous clash in December, the Pacers demonstrated offensive dominance, scoring 144 points on an impressive 61% shooting. Considering the line movement, it is assumed that key players like Tyrese Halliburton will be available. The Hornets' recent struggles are evident in their failure to cover the spread in the last 6 games, so the Indiana Pacers to win and cover the spread as favorites is our full game side pick. The previous encounters between the Indiana Pacers and Charlotte Hornets this season have seen a combined average of 253 points, with both games going over the total. The season overall has witnessed 54 games between these two teams hitting the over. DunksandThrees.com ranks the Pacers first in pace and the Hornets 22nd. Even with a conservative estimate, both teams remain in the top half in terms of tempo, suggesting another high-scoring affair. Indiana's recent offensive performances, scoring at least 122 points in 4 of their last 6 games, further support the expectation of a high-scoring game. The over has a 4-2 record in the last 6 games for both teams. In their previous matchups, Indiana posted 124 and 144 points against Charlotte, showcasing the NBA's highest-rated offense against the lowest-rated defense. The expectation is for Indiana to exploit Charlotte's defensive vulnerabilities, cutting through their defense with ease. With Indiana ranking 28th in points allowed, Charlotte has previously capitalized on this weakness, securing a 125-124 win. The first two encounters finished over the total, and given the offensive prowess of both teams, it is anticipated that this trend will continue. Therefore, over the projected total is our full game total pick. Los Angeles Clippers versus Miami Heat. The Los Angeles Clippers are on a remarkable run as they embark on their Eastern Conference tour, landing in South Beach for a clash against the Miami Heat on Sunday. Currently standing as one of the NBA's hottest teams, the Clippers are diligently closing in on the second position in the Western Conference standings. On the other side, the Miami Heat, buoyed by the recent acquisition of shooting guard Terry Rozier from the Hornets, are striving to regain their momentum and ascend in the Eastern Conference playoff race. In their recent stellar form, the Los Angeles Clippers have triumphed in 10 out of their last 12 games. Their resounding success continued with a commanding 136-125 road victory against the Pistons on Friday. Kawhi Leonard spearheaded the team with an impressive 33 points, shooting 12 of 17 from the field. Russell Westbrook contributed significantly off the bench, notching 23 points and 9 assists on an efficient 10 of 13 shooting, while Paul George added 18 points and 7 assists. Despite an initial sluggish start resulting in a 12-point deficit, the Clippers rebounded emphatically, shooting a scorching 59% from the field and 14 of 29 from beyond the arc, ultimately dominating the game with a lead stretching to as much as 20 points. Meanwhile, the Miami Heat seem to have put behind them the woes of an 8-game losing streak, now aiming for a third consecutive victory after securing a 110-102 road win against the Wizards on Friday. Jimmy Butler played a pivotal role, leading the team with 24 points, 9 rebounds, and 3 assists. Bam Adebayo added 20 points alongside an impressive 14 rebounds, while Tyler Herro and Terry Rozier each contributed 15 points. Despite trailing in the first half, the Heat seized control with a 31-15 third quarter, establishing a 16-point lead and securing a much-needed win. As the upcoming game approaches, the Los Angeles Clippers are monitoring the status of Ivica Zubac, who is listed as questionable, while the Miami Heat continues to be without Duncan Robinson. Miami's recent success can be attributed to a significant third-quarter surge, outscoring the Wizards by 16 points. Jimmy Butler's impressive scoring streak, accounting for 24 points or more in 4 consecutive games, positions him as a key player for the Heat in this crucial matchup. Despite the Clippers' red-hot form, the Heat are poised to bring their A game at home, emphasizing the significance of this matchup for them, though not as pivotal for Los Angeles. Miami's strong defensive rebounding, ranking 5th in the league, is expected to limit second-chance opportunities for the Clippers. Expressing a consistent belief in the Los Angeles Clippers as the top team in the league and a strong contender for the NBA title, there is reluctance to bet against them. However, acknowledging the Miami Heat's recent impressive victories and their historical tendency to perform well in challenging matchups, so the Miami Heat to cover the spread as underdogs is our full game side pick. In terms of scoring prowess, the Clippers have demonstrated their offensive might by surpassing 125 points in 3 of their last 5 games leading up to the clash with the Pistons on Friday. Currently boasting the 10th-ranked scoring offense in the NBA and ranking 9th in fast break points, the Clippers are anticipated to bring their offensive firepower to the game against the Heat. Despite both teams not being known for a fast-paced style, their proficiency in shooting the 3-ball is expected to contribute to the overall scoring in the game. A deeper analysis of the Clippers and Heat reveals their position near the bottom of the NBA in terms of pace. Kawhi Leonard, leading the Clippers with 33 points in the recent victory over the Pistons, showcased his scoring prowess with 6 three-pointers. Having scored 30 or more points in 3 consecutive games, Kawhi has emerged as a force, even entering the MVP conversation. Looking at historical matchups, the total has gone over in 7 of the last 9 games between these two teams. Anticipating a high-scoring affair on Sunday, the prediction leans towards the game surpassing the projected total, making over the projected total our full game total pick. Houston Rockets versus Minnesota Timberwolves. As the Western Conference unfolds in their league play, we approach the All-Star break with an exciting matchup pitting the Houston Rockets against the Minnesota Timberwolves. Recently, the Rockets secured a significant victory on their home turf, triumphing over the Raptors with a commanding 135-106 scoreline, effortlessly surpassing the 4.5-point spread as home favorites. Conversely, the Timberwolves stumbled in a home game against the Magic, suffering a 108-106 defeat and failing to cover the 6.5-point favorites. This game marks the second of 3 encounters between these teams this season, with Minnesota claiming victory in the initial matchup with a decisive 27-point margin on the road. The Houston Rockets find themselves in a reasonably favorable position, having split their last 8 games. Eager to build on their recent success, they dominated the struggling Raptors with a convincing 135-106 home win. Cam Whitmore emerged as the leading scorer with 25 points in just 21 minutes off the bench, complemented by Alperen Sengun's impressive performance of 24 points, 13 rebounds, and 8 assists. All-Star Thompson also contributed with 19 points, 7 rebounds, and 4 assists. The team collectively shot 59% from the field and 11 of 31 from beyond the arc, showcasing their offensive prowess with 37 first-quarter points and an additional 36 in the third quarter, securing a comfortable blowout victory. Meanwhile, the Minnesota Timberwolves have maintained a decent form, winning 4 of their last 6 games. However, they aim to bounce back from a recent setback against the Magic, where they fell short in a 108-106 loss. Rudy Gobert led the team with 22 points, 16 rebounds, and 2 blocks, while Anthony Edwards and Karl Anthony Towns also made significant contributions. Despite setting the tone with 38 points in the first quarter and establishing a 17-point lead, the Timberwolves struggled in the fourth quarter, managing only 18 points, ultimately leading to their defeat. In the previous encounters this season, these teams have split victories, with Charlotte winning both straight up and against the spread in November, and Indiana returning the favor in December. Despite the narrow margin in Charlotte's win, the Pacers sought revenge in a dominating 31-point victory. Charlotte, currently grappling with injuries, especially the potential absence of Ball, recently conceded 126 points to the Thunder, indicating defensive vulnerabilities. Facing the league's top-scoring team in Indiana, Charlotte's defense might face challenges. Indiana, boasting a 3-2 against the spread record as road favorites, seems poised to capitalize on Charlotte's 8-11 against the spread record as home underdogs. The Minnesota Timberwolves, although not as dominant as earlier in the season, maintain a strong home record at 18-5 straight up. Their recent struggles stem from offensive turnovers and allowing opponents to stay competitive. Despite the Rockets' lackluster performance, particularly on the road, the Timberwolves remain formidable, boasting victories in 8 of the last 10 meetings and covering the spread in 7 of those encounters. Hence, so the Minnesota Timberwolves to win and cover the spread as favorites is our full game side pick. The projected total appears too conservative, especially considering the playing styles of both teams. Houston's 4-guard lineup, featuring perimeter skills from Jabari Smith Jr. and a ball-handling center in Sengun, has contributed to high-scoring affairs, with 4 of their last 6 games going over the total, including matchups with totals exceeding 218. Houston's offensive capabilities are evident. Despite Minnesota's top-ranked defense, the potential absence of Gobert, a key shot blocker, could alter their defensive dynamics. Minnesota's offensive firepower, anchored by Edwards and Towns, suggests a high-scoring contest. Notably, the 2 prior meetings this season averaged 253 points, both surpassing the set totals. Considering their combined history of hitting the over in 54 games, over the projected total is our full game total pick. That's all for now, so if you have any other games you would like reviewed, then leave a comment down below with the game you would like analyzed. Subscribe to our channel, leave a like on this video, and we'll get to it as soon as we possibly can. We would also love to hear your opinion on the picks presented to you in this video, whether you agree or disagree with them, so leave a comment down below and do let us know.